Hello and welcome to Across Louisiana. My name is Steve Sawyer, your host for the program, and we greatly appreciate you watching today. We've got a great show lined up. Boxing legend Les Bonano is going to be in the studio with us, and he's talking about the Gretna Fest, but most importantly, he's talking about a special feature this year, Rumble on the River, the first time this has happened. We've got a wonderful feature called Stop the Silence. It's an anti-bullying campaign that I think you'll get some good information from. Miss Darlene Cusanza is here with us. She's with Crimestoppers, and they've got some great information about the Crimestoppers organization and how you can help support stopping crime in our community. And then Duke Heitger is with the Steamboat Stompers, and he's got a great show coming up that they're going to have, a little jazz, 3-day jazz festival on the Natchez Steamboat, and you won't get information on that. Again, we appreciate you being here. Stay with us. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Across Louisiana. Again, we're so happy that you joined us. We have got a special guest with us today. The unheralded boxing promoter of Jefferson Parish, Mr. Les Bonano, is joining us. And Les, we have a big announcement to make today. Last week, we had Ricky Templin on, and I call Ricky the founder of Gretna Fest. I've been doing it with him for 19 years, and he does a great job. And we talked about Gretna Fest and how successful it's been in Jefferson Parish. But now, and we were talking about adding something exciting, and we didn't really get into it. And today, we are going to get into it because you've got a promotion that you're doing called Rumble on the River. So Les, welcome to the show, first of all. You've been promoting boxing in Jefferson Parish for how many years?
About 30 years.
So you know what you're doing.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about Rumble on the River and how that will affect Gretna Fest and how proud you are to be a part of that.
Very exciting to be part of the Gretna Fest, part of the 100-year celebration, and we think we have a major event in boxing, and boxing has made a return. It's like the Renaissance from when it was many years ago. We're so happy to join with Ricky and the other people at Gretna Fest because we think we can make this an annual event, and I believe we can bring television in to do live TV next year at the annual event. So this is the first of many. Tremendous card with the championship fights. Marcus McDaniels, who's unbeaten, is going to fight for the International Boxing Association title. We have a world title fight on the card with Tiffany Juno, who is presently the WBC world champion, to defend her title. She's been fighting out of town mostly, but she was born and raised and lives in New Orleans.
Really?
So I really think we have a great event. And you know, the heritage back for many years, Gretna is a boxing town.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's no two ways about it. And people get started, they love it. And they draw people all the way from the bayous to come down to the Gretna Fest. And now they got another night to come down to the Gretna Fest.
Now, Les, how will this tie in to the festival? In other words, I know you're going to have a ring set up.
Oh, yeah.
How about as far as staging an audience and things like that? Where will the ring be at?
Right at the bottom of the main stage.
Okay.
And they do such a fantastic job of setting this thing up. And the Rumble on the River is going to be beautiful.
And that's a big area, so you'll have a lot of room.
Right. And they're going to have the skybox areas, and we'll be right below the skybox areas, and tape it and send it to the two major networks for boxing. And I feel very comfortable that we're going to be able to do this on an annual event on TV.
Wouldn't that be something?
That'd be terrific.
Now, this is the first time they've done this at the Gretna Heritage Festival. Is there a separate ticket price for the boxing match? Or
yes,
how does
it
that
is.
Work? Separate
altogether. Okay. But the profit of the event goes to the nonprofits that the Gretna Fest selects.
Oh, great. Okay.
So that's an even better event.
Okay. So if you buy a pass for the festival Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it does not include then the boxing.
No, this is a separate pricing, and it's $100 for the ringside, $60 for ringside, $25 for general admission.
Okay, and I'm sure if you go to the GretnaLA.com website, I'm pretty sure it probably has information on the boxing and who's on the card and ticket information.
Absolutely.
Okay. And I'm also assuming, Les, that they'll probably still be doing the parking with the buses for that Thursday night as well.
Yes, they will. And I think it's just going to create so much excitement and have another event.
I agree.
You know, don't want to leave out Carl Turley's band because they're very popular. He'll be playing before, during, and after the boxing match.
Oh, wow. That's good information. So Thursday night could all almost be the biggest night, maybe.
It's the kickoff.
All right.
And we're looking at it to kick it off so that be part of, and very proud to be part of the Gretna Fest.
Well, Les, thank you so much for coming in. Again, your name is synonymous with boxing in Jefferson Parish, and we just appreciate you taking time to come in and join us. And best of success with Rumble on the River. I know if you're involved in it, it's going to be first class. So you want to get information on Gretna Fest and Rumble on the River, gretnala.com is the website to do that. We're going to break away for a feature real quick on Stop the Silence. It's an anti-bullying feature that we'd like for you to watch, and I think you'll enjoy with what this has to say. And we're going to come back with more guests and more information. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Leadership Ascension is a fantastic program from the Chamber of Commerce. We meet some really extraordinary professionals here in the community. We network with them. We learn on a much deeper level our community. We've had healthcare days. We had a leadership day. We had a legislature day. We went and did an economic development tour. We did culture and tourism. So we get a deeper understanding of our community and each other and have a better network of people when we finish.
Some of the people that are in our group, I probably would have never spoke to on a regular day. And now I call them on a day-to-day basis. Also a big part of it is the project. So there's a group of 30 people that get together, and we're divided from groups of 8 to 9 people and come up with a project to improve the parish of Ascension.
The program started in an evolution with talks with the school board. Our team knew that we wanted to do something with the schools, but we didn't know exactly what we wanted to do. So we met with their curriculum and instruction team, and they, through like a 2-hour conversation about what the teachers would need, they started talking about how they're mandated to talk about bullying with their students, but there's no curriculum for that. So we just decided, you know, what if we made a competition of it? Let's see what schools we can get involved.
We came up with Stop the Silence anti-bullying campaign. We felt like it was a huge struggle in the community and all over the world, really. If you see the statistics, it's amazing. So we felt like it would be beneficial to do something like this with the schools, you know, reach the kids that are becoming young adults, going into high school. We feel like that's a really crucial part, age, where it begins. People every day are bullied, even in the workplace. I mean, either you were a bully at one time or you were bullied at one point in time. And I think everybody goes through it, and still as adults we go through it. So, you know, it hit home for a lot of us because there's several people. I mean, I have, you know, nieces and nephews and things like that, and it's a horrible thing to see. And then to see all the shootings that are going on and things that are happening all over the world today, and I think a lot of it goes back to bullying.
Our group challenged 8 middle schools in Ascension Parish to create anti-bullying multimedia campaigns. The students are going to talk with community members one-on-one. They have tables set up where they can present their project and all of its components. Each school was asked to present a 30-second TV spot or radio ad, a billboard, a poster, a pamphlet, and a social media component. The Ascension Parish schools have a one-to-one program where students in the middle schools each have an electronic device. They either have a laptop or an iPad. So it was a really easy fit for them to be able to do these types of projects. Many of the schools have a technology class, so we figured maybe their class would want to take this on. They took the idea and ran with it. The kids are here tonight to present their projects to the community. Some are doing PowerPoints, some are doing skits, some are just doing speeches. We left it really flexible for them, and then we'll also be airing each of their commercials that they produced. They came up with some really great projects. We're really excited about it. We wanted, one, the students who are involved in the projects to have a deeper understanding of bullying, its causes, its effects, the effect that it's going to have on the entire community. And then we want these students to go back to their schools and present their projects to them so that the entire school has a deeper awareness of bullying, and hopefully the entire school system as a whole will grow from this.
Part of my specialty is speaking to people, getting out there, looking for sponsorship. Again, goes back to, you know, Leadership Ascension, the point of it. You're networking with all these people. You're, you know, asking them for sponsorship. You're getting to know these people. So it really helped that I, you know, was out there, and I've met people throughout my job that would enable me to help with this, get sponsorship, you know, get people out here. There's different portions, like Tristy, she was more on the coordinating the event and things like that. Linda Shakespeare, she's at center stage. I mean, she's got performers performing tonight and, you know, putting on a show for us. That's her specialty. That's what she likes to do. You know, that's what she does for a living. Wesley Robert, he's with Mike Anderson's. He provided the food for us tonight. So, you know, it all, different portions of the project coming together, we all put in our part, let me say that. There's a program that the school board has that is somewhat like this, where they have to spend so many hours per school year on bullying, and we felt like this may open a door for them to go further into it and you know, discuss more with the kids, get more involved with it. So we hope that either next leadership class will take it on or the school board will take it on.
There is a Facebook page, Stop the Silence Ascension. Please like us. And from there you can also like all of the other school projects. Several of them made Facebook pages as their social media components. A few of them did Instagram, and some of them also did a Twitter feed.
And welcome back to Across Louisiana. Again, very happy that you joined us today. Very happy to have Miss Darlene Cusanza in the show. And she is with she's the president and CEO of Crimestoppers. So Darlene, thank you so much for taking time to be with us today. Let's talk a little bit about Crimestoppers, the mission of your organization, and what you do.
Well, everybody knows the number, 822-1111. Regretfully, we hear it every single day. But the program truly is just a resource for individuals to pass on information in a way that's anonymous, so it's a safe way. And as we see so many times with some of the acts of violence that we're viewing in the greater New Orleans area, you know, intimidation is a concern. So for us, people come through us, they're never identified, and it makes it a very safe process. In addition to the hotline, I guess the big surprise is we do other things, such as we do a lot of crime preventative type programming. We have a youth initiative where we have a safe school hotline program, as well as a youth education and leadership program, because we believe you need to be proactive. So early on, we really started building towards reaching the teens so that they're able to be empowered to know that they have choices, they have conflict resolution choices, but they also have a way to be able to help promote to their friends that there's a resource called Crimestoppers that can help them.
What sort of crimes do, and again, I just want to make sure our audience knows exactly what they can call, and your website is Crimestoppers GNO. .org.
Yes.
And I mean, can you use the website to report instances as well and still be anonymous and everything?
Any type of way that you're going to be communicating with Crimestoppers, whether it's by phone, whether it's by email on the website, whether you text to us, or whether you download our smartphone app called Tip Submit. Every way is an encrypted process where it's going to be an anonymous process. So the only thing we're going to do to identify back that tip is a tip number. We don't call you, we cannot call you. A lot of people are concerned because they get a call from Crimestoppers on their caller ID. That's spoofing. We will not call anyone because we don't recapture a number. So no matter how you get to us, it's anonymous, and then you have to follow back up with us to be able to
That's the point I wanted to make right there. I mean, it's so anonymous that you can't even return somebody's call or email to give them an update. I mean, they have to really get back in touch with you. Do a lot of people do that? Do they?
Oh, absolutely. We probably process over 24,000 calls a year.
Wow.
That leads to about 8,000 tips. When you're sending something to us through email or on the mobile app or texting, we actually can have an open dialogue with you right there on the screen, as long as you don't stop that thread. But by phone, you're going to have to call us back, and they do. They call, they check on their tips. We tell them if you get new information, call us back. They'll call and update us. And you know, the other part of what we do is pay in a reward. So for them to be able to find out whether they are eligible, they have to continue to call us.
Oh, okay. Rewards. That's another, we could talk about that for a whole segment. You've got an event coming up, I believe, in September. Let's talk about that real quick.
It's our Carnival. It's one of our biggest fundraisers, and it's always this is a fun thing. It's a masquerade, and it's September 28th at Mardi Gras World in the East Bank, and it features, like most galas, lots of food, over 30 restaurants and caterers. You can, if you walk away hungry, it's just because you just didn't look. There's open bar, you know, hosted bar, and then there's a band. We have Crescent City Soul playing this year. And then we get about 200 or so live and silent auction items, so you can come and spend money, have fun, and really mingle. We get about 600 to 700 individuals who attend this, so we'd love to have more.
And it is a fundraiser.
It is a fundraiser.
And that's, I guess that's how you raise money for the rewards and things you don't get.
Our youth programs, our new initiatives, our Night Out Against Crime activities, so it's very important.
Darlene, thank you so much. Thank you. First of all, thank you for the job that you guys do. You just do a wonderful job, and we in the community appreciate that. Thank you for coming on the show. We'd love to have you come back and give updates from time to time. You're more than welcome. Again, the website is crimestoppersgno.org. All the information, even in the gala, would be on that as well. Darlene, thank you so much. Stay with us. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Across Louisiana again. So happy you joined us. Very, very happy to have Mr. Duke Heitger in the studio with us. Duke is with the Duke Heitger Steamboat Stompers.
That's right.
And you got a nice event coming up that you're going to talk to us about that's going to be in October. And we were talking before the show, you're actually a member of the Stompers.
Yes, I've had the Steamboat Stompers on the Steamboat Natchez since 1998. Took over leadership of the band then, and the Steamboat Natchez has provided live entertainment for New Orleans for a long, long time. I started as a sub on the boat about 20 years ago.
Really?
And been leader of daytime entertainment since 1998, and it's been a great ride, so to speak.
Wow. So you're actually on the boat every day with the band, playing, and
every day.
I can't tell you how many times I've done the Steamboat ride, so it's just it's an incredible event. And we don't want to talk so much about the Steamboat itself as we do the event that's coming up in October. So tell us a little about the event and how people can get involved. And we've got a website we can go to, and we'll mention that a little bit later.
We're excited about the new event that we're going to provide here on the Steamboat Natchez. It's an inaugural event, our first year, October 11th through 13th. It's a festival dedicated to classic jazz. There are a lot of great festivals in New Orleans, as you know.
Especially in October.
Exactly, exactly. But this one will be dedicated primarily to, solely, I should say, to classic jazz. And we're targeting jazz enthusiasts for this one, and they're coming not only from all over the country, but all over the world. We have people from Switzerland who've made reservations, and Germany who've made reservations for this, and so there are still serious jazz enthusiasts out there, and we're attracting some to this event because the Steamboat Natchez, there's hardly a more natural environment for this kind of music, of course, with the historical and cultural, significance of that music.
Now, does the event take place on the boat or in the area around the steamboat, or?
Well, it's going to take place primarily on the boat. Okay. We'll have actually 3 venues on the boat, music happening simultaneously in 3 different stages. One indoor in the main dining room, one stage outdoors, and beautiful view of the river at night. It's the best scene in New Orleans, as you may know.
Absolutely. And
we'll also have one of our featured musicians down in the Magnolia Suite, which is an intimate little room at on the lower deck of the Steamboat, playing solo piano, and so it's going to be an exciting evening.
Now, your website is steamboatstomp2013.com. We'll put that up on the screen too, but people can go there for information on tickets and will the boat actually, and I know this sounds crazy, but will the boat actually be leaving, and so you're actually on the boat taking an excursion, listening to the music?
It will. Now, this is a 3-day event, and so Friday evening's events are on the Steamboat Natchez.
Okay.
And music will start approximately 6 p.m. and go until about 10:30, and we'll sail from 7 to 9. It's one of the unique experiences that we have to offer, incredible. Which is a steamboat ride as well with this festival. Now, Saturday, the festival will be incorporated into the normal Saturday afternoon jazz cruises that we have daily. And then Saturday evening, we'll move the festival over to the Bourbon Orleans Hotel in the main ballroom there, where there will be some fabulous entertainment by 4 of the featured bands and artists. And then Sunday, we're back on the Steamboat Natchez for a jazz brunch.
Okay. So. And I guess we want to point out that these events could sell out.
Yep.
So we want to make sure you get your tickets early. Go to the website for information.
Right.
Food served on the boat during the cruise, and
yes. There will be food available for purchase Friday evening from our esteemed chef on the Steamboat Natchez, and Saturday, there's always food provided, you know, New Orleans classics,
Yeah.
you know, like shrimp creole and red beans and rice. And Friday will be a special menu. And then Sunday's Jazz Brunch is, it's a new event that we're actually doing every Sunday at the moment. We just started the brunch a couple of months ago, and it's going very, very well. So, so that menu will be exciting.
I tell you, it sounds absolutely incredible. This is your inaugural event, so best of success. Please come back, tell us how it went. Again, that website is SteamboatStomp2013.com for what proves to be a wonderful time. Get your tickets early because I'm sure this will sell out real quick. You've been watching Across Louisiana. We appreciate you being here, and we'll see you next time.